today we're going to do a short video on the takedown, disassembly, and then reassembly of the Ruger LCP, which is a 380 firing pistol, and this is my wife's gun. This is very small for my hands, but it's perfect for hers. The 380 cartridge is equivalent to a short 9mm, rather than be a 9x19. I think it's like a 9x18 or 9x16, something like that. So it's circumference-wise, it's just like the 9x19 Parabellum that we were all familiar with, but it is a shorter round. Okay, so this is a polymer gun, frame-wise, with a steel slide. And many of you will immediately notice that this is similar to the Keltec model, which was the 380. I can't think of the name of it right now, the K-Pat or something like that. It's Ruger's version, and it's much better as far as fit and finish. There are internal differences as well. So I've checked out both of them, and I will tell you this is the better gun. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is make sure there's no ammunition. I usually don't have any magazines anywhere nearby when I'm disassembling, because it's just a bad thing to have a magazine nearby and you can make a mistake. So, gun has no magazine inside, and we will check the chamber. This gun does have a slide lock, and that's a good feature. The Keltec version does not. There is nothing in the chamber. There's no ammunition in there whatsoever. So what you need to do with this gun is very simple. There is a pin that is right here. It's a big round metal pin. That will need to come out to release the slide. Now, I don't need the slide locked back. I don't need to push anything down. There's nothing inside that needs to move. All I need to do is just release that slide and basically push it back just a little bit. And I'm hoping I can catch this on camera, because you really don't need to move it back very far. So let me see if I can do it. And then I'm using a tool here that came with an iPod, how to replace an iPod battery. It's a plastic tool, and I'm going to use this so it doesn't mar the gun. And of course it's my wife's gun, so you don't want to ever mar your wife's gun. You'll be in big trouble. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put this tool into where that pin is, and I'm going to pull it out. But I just need to kind of work the slide back a little bit and find that sweet spot where I can pull that out. And I think I got it. Okay, so once you pull that pin out, there's a little piece of metal down there that kind of rides against the pin and keeps it tight. So once you get that pin out, the slide will come right off of the frame. Very, very simple. Very, very simple. The frame is entirely polymer except for some metal inserts, and this gun does have a hammer. It's not striker fired. It functions more like a revolver functions. It's a long trigger pull, just like a revolver, but the trigger pull really isn't that bad. It's just something to get used to. The slide for this gun, it's very small. It has the guide rod right here, and it is a metal guide rod, which is nice to have a metal guide rod. It's so tiny. And this is the barrel for the gun. Pull that out, and this barrel, I believe it's about 3 inches. Again, very tiny barrel. Shooting the 380 out of that. So disassembly is very simple, as you can see. once you have that pin out, it's very easy to get the rest of it to where we're at right now. So reassembly, barrel goes back in and just sits in there. There is a depression that you can kind of see, like a half moon looking thing right there. That depression is where the guide rod, the end of the guide rod with the back part, will sit in that depression. Once we put this back into the slide, but you have to make sure that that guide rod is sitting in that depression that I just showed you. It's like a half moon shape. Okay, once that's in there, you're ready to go, and you can put your slide assembly back onto the frame. So you line it up, put your slide assembly back onto the frame, and then again you've got to grab that little pin, and the slide just has to go back just a little bit to get that pin in there. Doesn't have to go back very far. And because there is a piece of metal that rides against that pin to hold it in place, it's best to kind of start it at an angle, you know, and you kind of work it down. There you go, see, like angle it up and then down, and then push it in a little bit, and then it should go in real smooth, like that just did. You saw how smooth that was. Okay, and then you would want a safety function check, or not safety check, but function check, to make sure that the slide and everything is working correctly. And I push it back 3 or 4 times. The hammer is cocked, so that's all working good. Pull the trigger. You can see just by watch how long that trigger pull is. I'll do it like this. Almost all the way back. It is a long pull, but it is something to get used to, and it's a very nice shooting gun. I was surprised. I honestly didn't think that it would shoot that nicely. It has a little bit of kick to it. It's similar to a 9. It feels like a 9, except for it's got a little more upward kick. Nice little pistol. Nice self-defense CCW. You can see the size of it in my hand. I mean, very small. If you get a chance, check out the videos with Hickok 45. Hickok 45 does a video with this little pistol, and he makes shooting it look extremely easy. The man is he's just magic with a gun. I think you could put a rock in his hand and he could hit anything you wanted. So, the Ruger LCP, shooting 380 caliber round, 380 ACP, made by Ruger. Very nice little gun. Recommended. We've shot this gun about 65-75 rounds so far. Have had no failures to feed, no failures to eject, no failures of any kind actually. So there's a lot to be said for a quality pistol. Hopefully this video has helped. Shoot safe, be safe, and have a good day.